Hi everyone, welcome back to How We Homeschool. So I just wanted to give you a look at my 2021-2022 homeschool curriculum for a 7-year-old. So that would typically be for the public school system about a kindergartner or a first grader, right around there. So we keep our stuff in these little totes. We do live in a small space, so I have a very small space to work with when it comes to homeschooling. So I keep everything of his in a littler tote, and then my daughter's, because she has more work, in a little bit bigger tote. But these really have come in handy. You take the lid off, and all the things they need are right there. He's got his crayons, whiteboard markers, because I use a tiny little whiteboard in here. We don't have a big giant whiteboard or chalkboard on our walls. Glue, pencil, erasers, pencil sharpener, highlighters, little pen, multicolored pen, pencils, markers, colored pencils, a ruler, and some paint. So we just take that off. So all he needs to do is come to me with his bucket and everything is ready. So for let's get this over. For his science, we'll be walking through these nature readers to start with. So this is a area where he can draw, and then where he could do copy work or write his own sentence if he can. And then we will just read through these nature readers. We have all 5 books. I also have another book, 6 Days of Creation, Science by Christian Liberty Press, that we'll be doing. But to begin with, we're just going to start with this. So that would be his science. And then this is our whiteboard. I've used a small whiteboard for each child for 15 years. Never owned a big one, so you can get by without one. This is the book we'll be working in mostly. We'll be finishing up this book this year. So this is his phonics reading book. And I've tried many of the other reading books, like the Teach Your Child to Read in 100 Easy Lessons, with past children and with him, and he just did not like it. Neither have my other children. So we went ahead and just switched over to this one. The reading lesson, Teach Your Child to Read in 20 Easy Lessons, and he has enjoyed that one. So we'll be finishing up that one this year. And then for math, I really like to do a lot of reading for math. So we do a lot of reading, and we use Life of Fred. But before we start with the Life of Fred Apples, we use these 2 books, book 1, and he's on book 2, Number Stories. There's that. And then we will also add in this. And like I said, I don't like to subscribe to curriculum or be married to it. So we mostly focus on our reading, and then we use these types of materials just to and reinforce the books if we need to. So this will not be something that he does every single page of every day. This will be maybe a page a week or something like that. It just depends on how he needs to use it. So that's our math right there to begin the school year. We won't be working on this all school year. This will be finished probably about halfway through, and then we'll move into Life of Fred Apples. So for his English or language arts, what we'll be doing is we'll be working through, he'll be finishing this Explode the Code 1, and then we have the next one in line is Explode the Code 1.5, and then should he need it by the end of the school year, we'll be moving into Explode the Code 2. So there's that for that. And then also we'll be starting this adventure in phonics to go along with the Explode the Code. So this we mostly will do probably every day that we do the Explode the Code. And it's just going to working through phonics, level A, and I don't think he'll get done with this year, but I do have level B ready to go in case he does. But we also have this. I Learned to Read. I have this whole series. I have all of the readers for Sunlight and all of the readers for Abeka. So we'll start with this first one, where it's just the CVC words. And then once he has got these words down really pat, then we will work into the next book and the next one and the next one. And then this is just his easy handwriting. So he will already have handwriting in these other books here. And I don't like to overwhelm a 7-year-old with a whole bunch of handwriting because it's just not necessary. But what we will do is we will finish up with this book that I got last year on just working on his print. And that's pretty much it. So this is just a little reference that I keep in here. And this is a little reference, and this is a sign language for each letter. He wanted to learn that, so I have that here. So yeah, so we work in a really small space. So we don't have space to set aside for hanging wall hangings and things like that. So whenever I need something like the alphabet instead of a wall hanging, I just put it on 8x11 and I put it in this little page protector, and then it goes in his box. So that is everything that he will be starting with this year. If anyone wants to see a more in-depth of any of the books, you can let me know in the comments below. But I hope this was helpful for you, and I'll see you next time. Bye.